Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, or I Told You So, or something thereabouts. Maybe mockery as well, because after all, I told you so. From that Park Place exclusive, Ubisoft financial turmoil points towards imminent bankruptcy in 2025. Yeah, it's pointing definitely into that, especially with the latest games that they've released, and they were total and utter epic failure. Well, first Star Wars Outlaws, then Skull and Bones. Did they release any other garbage lately? I don't even remember. But suffice to say, Skull and Bones, that thing was supposed to be a first quadruple A, according to their developers, game in the world. And they spent millions in that garbage. And the best of all is, you go to the shore and you could cut wood inside your ship. Yeah, that's how low it got. But either way, let me cover here what they said, and it's quite interesting. According to the publicly available financial records, Ubisoft not only has an immense debt burden, but it's also increased its debt significantly compared to the last year, 2023, as of its latest financial report. Ubisoft non-IFRS net debt stands at 1.1 billion euros, with an IFRS net debt of 1.4 billion. That's a sharp increase from 880.8 million from the previous year. Whoa, that's a lot. But then again, that company is filled with bloat. They hired people who are not familiar with the stuff they do. Fine, you need to hire somebody who is new or that hasn't done anything, you know. You don't always get experienced people, otherwise you will not create experience, you know. But they tended to hire a lot of newbies, people who never did any work whatsoever in gaming, just because of their gender, sexual orientation, or race. That's it. That's the entire thing. So people with no experience ended up leading people with no experience. And that created a vicious circle. And created, well, you could see that in Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer. Anyway, continuing. Coupled with a declining cash reserve, now at 932 million, the company is in a precarious financial situation. Its stock has seen a significant decline, falling by nearly 80% in value compared to 5 years ago, currently trading at 12.30 euros. It's one of the lowest points in Ubisoft's history, reflecting waning investor confidence in the company ability to recover. That's exactly what we expected. Plus, as they say here, Star Wars Outlaws also didn't sell as much as they wanted. I think it didn't even cover the costs. Apparently, according to rumors, I don't think it even came near to covering the costs they spent in this garbage. I mean, you decided to go woke, decided to change the facial features of the actress, made her eyes look like she is from some, I don't know, monster from the depths, a fish person or something thereabouts, in which her eyeballs are in different zip codes, and then a chin that has its own butthole. Well, yeah, of course it's not going to end up selling well. I mean, but Ubisoft does have one thing and one thing only, and that is IPs, very valuable IPs. But I'll cover that in a minute. First, let me continue in this one. Based on calculation, Ubisoft's 18,666 employees cost the company an estimate of 746.6 million annually. Jesus motherfucking Christ. That's a lot. That is a lot. A lot of bloat. A lot. Oh, that is X-Defiant. That one also got cancelled. Holy shit, that's a streak of very bad games and very bad revenue return. This is not doing very well. Look, additionally, there are rumors Ubisoft has forced to hire external contractors to assist in game development because its internal workforce is reportedly overstaffed with inexperienced employees. Many of these employees have never worked on a game before, which could explain the poorly executed gameplay seen in recent releases. This imbalance has contributed to the rising production costs and increasingly stretched budgets. Before I continue, here's something far better. Continuing, because this thing is absurd and it's pathetic to see. No, actually, I'm gonna go right ahead and say it's sad. Ubisoft used to release very good games. Far Cry 2 was really kind of breaking the modes with the expansion spreading, there you go, the fire spreading system that they created with wind and how things got burnt, even though that got taken out in the later Far Cry releases, but still, how you could destroy trees and branches and all of that with the villages in a map. That was epic in Far Cry 2. Then Far Cry 3 came, which got a little bit dumbed down, but it was still good. Far Cry 4 was very dumbed down, but it was good. Far Cry 5 was a bit retarded, but still okay. I mean, not greatest thing, but okay. I didn't bother with the next Far Cry though, or the intermediate releases, but still it were good. The Division came out, that one was good too. Division 2, I don't know what the hell happened that one too. But I played Skull and Bones, and that thing here is definitely a very good definition or a good example of what Ubisoft is today. Lots of bloat, lots of propaganda, but no content whatsoever. That game was an absolutely atrocious experience. I finished the tutorial. I started to build the first ship. I finished it. I didn't even care about the story, what they're trying to sell. It was utter garbage. It felt like I was somewhere in Somalia. And then I had the first few quests with the ship I built, and they're telling you to go and cut trees on the coastline inside your ship. That was like, nope, I'm out. That was the last straw that broke the camel's back. And to be honest, I am a very sizable and very, very able to carry a lot of weight camel in regards to game bugs, junkiness, and other crap. I mean, I enjoyed Boiling Point when it was released, and that thing was buggy as fuck, but it was fun. But no, Skull and Bones, that one was, nope, I'm out. I called it quits and I'm out. Anyway, here it is. Here is one of the bad points if Ubisoft really does bankrupt, and it's worrisome. Even though I'm celebrating with Ubisoft going bankrupt, I'm still very worried because of the alternative. It's kind of coming out from the nice, cozy, burning grill on top of your barbecue, and you jump in and straight into the coal and fire. That's exactly what it feels like. Here, Tencent would like to be smarter to let Ubisoft declare bankruptcy rather than take on its massive debt. Instead, Tencent could acquire Ubisoft's valuable IPs in the inevitable auction that will follow bankruptcy. After all, Tencent is interested in Ubisoft IPs, not its employees or corporate culture. And the guy here makes a very good point. Tencent is definitely interested in all of those things, and it's kind of worrisome because Tencent, as is part of the government from China, they tend to fund DEI initiatives, or whatever you want to call it in these days, diversity, inclusion, bridge, or whatever other retarded name that they are trying to sell it today. And you can actually see that this is bad because China is responsible to funding all of those nonsenses. Hey, remember Confucius Institute and things like that? Well, there you go. That's a good example. But China is actually against it inside China itself. But oh boy, do they want to fund that in the West. Kind of like what Russia is doing and did in the past too. Especially with the hippie movements in Europe, in which they funded all of those environment groups, which caused countries like Germany to ditch the nuclear power plants and be solely dependent on Russian gas. Yeah, that was bright, wasn't it? But anyway, this is Tencent, so they are definitely going to go and grab the IPs and have fun with it. They are definitely going to use it, and they are going to milk it and destroy whatever Western crap we have still, and they will definitely take hold and dominate. And that's not very good, because fuck China. So, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night, and oh yeah, and by the way, see you guys next year. I'm gonna take some weeks off to rest, even though I've been slacking lately on my YouTube channel, but then again, I need to write as well, so I need to do a lot of things, and real life also tends to sneak up on you, because I don't get any living out of this channel. That's for sure. So, see you guys next year, and Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Yeah, 2025 really has some promise. Yeah.